KHEA Radio. It's just after 9 o'clock. I'm excited. We have Stephanie Kovich with Furniture Zone in studio. We're going to be talking about everything going on in the community, what it means to be a business owner during this time, specifically in the furniture business. I'm going to kick this on the FM. Go ahead and share this out if you're watching on social media. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. My name is Gardy, and I'm excited. I have a guest, a good friend here in studio. I have Stephanie Kovich with Furniture Zone here in KHEA Radio. How you doing, Stephanie?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. So first of all, we need to address the lighting issue. How nice and tan you look. It looks like you've been out on the beach. What's been going on?
Oh, nothing much. I went and got a tan yesterday, and yes, I am extra tan. Whenever I looked in the mirror this morning, it looks like I have been on a beach. I wish I've been on a beach.
That'd be nice.
It's not a real tan, unfortunately.
Yeah. What's been going on in the Furniture Zone and in the Kovich world?
Well, we just sent Bo off to school. We moved him out a couple weeks ago, and then Lainey started back at school. She decided to stay home this semester and do her classes online. And then for Furniture Zone, it has just been we're still there hanging on, but it has definitely been a much different world in 2021 than it was in 2020. Just whenever I thought 2020 was going to be the tough time,
is it. Yeah.
2021, we are definitely feeling the I guess the aftershock and still some of the, just manufacturer issues, shipping delays, price increases, all the things that could happen have happened at once.
And the other things, and this isn't the other things that I've noticed, like if you go down 45, I know that there's a massive furniture store, like warehouse on the right, and then I was like, okay, that's not good, or whatever. And then you look to the left, and I realized there's another one over there. So you have these big chain furniture stores that come in with these giant warehouses and stuff like that. And as a local business owner, whenever you see that, I mean, does it just like you feel it and then you feel the effects as well?
You definitely do feel it. And it is, whenever the first big one came in, that was September of 2019. And we definitely felt, I know that all the smaller stores felt the effects of that. And then along came COVID, March of 2020, and we all kind of kept floating by. And now, I think that there's a nationwide inventory issue. So I know it's hard for anybody to get furniture, and most of the consumers want instant gratification, and they don't want to wait, and so they're kind of bouncing from store to store, and they'll place an order and cancel the order because it's taking too long, and then they're putting themselves right back in the beginning of the line because they're starting over. So y'all ordered a piece of furniture, or Jennifer did, in January, and it took until the end of July for those two pieces of furniture to come in. That's just the reality of how things are right now.
But they look great, and they're perfect. They're the right size. Oh my gosh.
I was worried. I had never heard anything back, and so I kept thinking, I'm like, oh gosh, did they not say anything because they didn't really fit in the space, or did they work or not work?
No. And so whenever my wife first told me that's what she was like, hey, I'm going to order some furniture, I was like, for this, I'm like, well, what's wrong with what we have right now? Because we had like this little table, and then on the other side, I think there was really nothing. We had a toy like for our kids, and it was like right on the side. There's the TV, fireplace, and then they had these things built in for and so whenever we were having the house built, it's always like, well, we'll just go back and do custom, or like because they offered you can put built-in things or whatever. And so then obviously that never happened.
Right.
And so what's our solution? We'll just throw some stuff in there. And then she said that, and I was like, do we need? But it worked out perfect. It looks super nice.
There was only like 3 options of things that were that specific size that would even work in that space. So I'm glad that we found something, and I'm glad that y'all weathered the storm with me and were patient, and we finally got them.
So what do you think is going to be the solution, I guess, in the furniture world for manufacturers and all that stuff?
I think that it's still going to be a little bit longer before things start getting better. Originally, we were kind of promised that it was going to be the second or the third quarter of 2021, and this week I have started getting emails that they're saying they're looking towards March of 2022 before things get better. Of course, so many of the products come from overseas, and then they build the products here. You had most of the factories shut down in Asia, and then they're having a problem. keeping employees and keeping. So if you're only working at 50% capacity, things are still behind. And then like the price of a container, to get a container from overseas to California, there's been a 476% price increase. So there's just so many different factors that then during one of the hurricanes last year, one of their main platforms that produced the foam was damaged, and so they found another way to source that, and then that one was damaged in the freeze. And then you had the whole thing where the ships were stuck in wherever that was, and it just seems like every single time you turn around, I'm like, oh gosh, that's another thing. Then with Ida coming through, a lot of our regional warehouses for our region are over in Louisiana and Mississippi, and so guess what? Nothing's moving this week either. So it's just every day I think that we're going to get ahead, and then
something else pops up. Okay, so we're still on.
Today is
we
not
lost
the day.
power. Here's what happened. So we are on 99.5 FM. We're on KHEA Radio.
It's very dark in here.
So we have a backup battery that will power the studio for not that long, but we lost power to the building. And so I'm wondering, it's one thing after another, isn't it?
It's just my luck. It's because I came today.
Okay, so there's a couple reasons why we're back.
All right.
And, whenever things like that happen, it always makes me comfortable knowing, like, there is a method to our madness and the reasoning. So
at least
things work. Backup batteries work.
They came on.
Okay. And I was going to try and wonder because, first things that I think of is like, okay, we have a giant Amazon warehouse going in across the street. There's construction. Did somebody hit the line? Did something, but thankfully it was just a little blip.
Yeah.
And we're back. So hopefully that'll be the case with all of the furniture stuff. But it's like just like a little blip. Okay, we're back. A little blip.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Do you have a button we can flip to just make it easier?
The easy button? I've seen those at places.
Yes.
Yeah.
They used to sell them at Staples.
Just hit it. The easy button.
Doesn't actually work.
No, it doesn't. Man. Okay. So if you're just taking the time to tune in, we have power at 100% capacity here at KHEA Radio. It's 9:10. And I have Stephanie Kovich with Furniture Zone in studio. We're talking about the little blips that have turned into bigger things when it comes to the furniture industry and just being a business owner in Galveston County. So there's all those issues, but then also even people outside of the furniture manufacturing stuff where it's tough, isn't
everywhere. My sister has Gypsy Chicken Designs, and there's certain shirts that she can get all the colors in small, medium, and large, but you can't get it in extra large, or she may not be able to get it in small. So just the supply chain issue is being felt literally by everybody right now. And I know in the food industry, it's cars, car parts. It seems like there is definitely a delay.
And
with
events as well, because things they were bad. Then it seemed like, hey, things are getting better, and then it's not getting.
People are teetering again.
Yeah.
And wanting to cancel, and I think that's the hardest part for a business owner is there's so many of us, and Chef Mary Bass, her post the other day, it's disheartening whenever you put all of your blood, sweat, tears, heart, and soul into something, and then it gets canceled, and you're going, oh, and it's not anything that we have no control over any of it. If I could produce this furniture or figure out how to go get it sooner or any of the things, it's not a lack of us trying. It's just, unfortunately, one of those storms that we're all trying to ride out, and it's all unknown. Nobody knows what is even going on. Half the time, we're just going with what they tell us.
Yeah. I feel like the answer is just like that Furniture Zone Gypsy Chicken collab where y'all are out there like just building. It's like, we're going to get you this furniture. What do I know? It's like, it doesn't quite look like the photo, but it's better.
Yes.
It's better.
It's a little smaller, a little,
this is
it's
big.
a little lumpy. I could probably build some dollhouse furniture. I don't know about regular furniture.
Oh, man.
But even we do have a couple vendors that we use that they custom build things. And with lumber price increases, I think that's the other shocking thing for a lot of customers. That before, I've always been the kind of store, if I tell you that it's $5.99, if you come back in 6 months, it's going to be $5.99. typically we would only see 2 price increases a year, in the winter and then in the fall. And now we're literally to the point of, it's pretty much, sometimes some of my vendors, it's a day by day basis, and some of them are monthly, they're increasing. So, people will come in 3 months later and say, well, this is the price. And then I look it up and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not the price anymore.
Wow.
So it has just, this is a learning curve for everyone, and I hope that we get back to how things were, at least somewhat how things were, especially for businesses.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll see that y'all post on the Furniture Zone Facebook page, like, you can buy this off the floor, or hey, y'all have y'all's warehouse and storage areas. There's some things that are, hey, it's here.
Right.
It's like a special price. You can come get it today, right?
Yes. I try to stay finding items that are available that I can get within 24 hours. Just to help people, because sometimes people come in and they need something right then, and some of the items that they're looking at are 4 to 6 months out.
So I know, I guess partial this answer, and you can voice it better than me. So why should somebody come to that local furniture store like Furniture Zone? All these places are having issues, as opposed to going to someone else that's bigger or like that. Why should somebody go check you guys out or support local?
So your local businesses always give back to the communities. We're the ones that are supporting the little league teams, the swim teams, all of the different, we do the different donations. We also have done the Home for the Holidays. This will be the 4th year. But if we don't have support from our community, and if we don't have customers coming in and supporting us, it's hard for a local business to continue to give back to their community.
Yeah.
So
I sat through, there was a presentation the other day, and it was on marketing and some other things, and they were talking about millennials. And at first I was just like, I'm a millennial. I take offense to that. They're like, millennials are the cheapest people ever. And I was like, hey, that's not nice, right? And it was, but then he listed the reason why, that we don't have, a lot of times we don't have like brand loyalty,
right,
like some other people, before us did, or maybe, some, and it's not a blanket statement. Some people have brand loyalty, but we're always looking for a better deal. Like, okay, they have it at Target, they have it here, like I can get it online and stuff like that.
I can have it at my door tomorrow for $20 cheaper, and I don't ever have to leave my house.
Yeah, we're looking for a deal, and that's because of the housing crash that we saw, like some of our parents, go through, or we've seen the economy kind of do some stuff, and I can only imagine what this is doing now for our future generations or people that are coming up. But sometimes it just makes sense. You have to support local businesses. Like for me, like I'm going to Furniture Zone because I have seen that you helped out KHEA, the Home for the Holidays, those different things. To me, it makes sense. So I have that loyalty to you because I can see it with my eyes.
Right.
And I've been in the store and people have come in. Can you sponsor the Little League team? Yes.
And I'll write a check.
Do it.
Yeah. So, it is very important, and we're thankful for all of our customers and our community that supports us. I think right now it's just, like I said, everybody's kind of having sticker shock of prices, and then they want things quicker and don't realize that they're not going to get things quicker. I've seen some people that have come in to the store, looked at items. I've told them flat out, this is the date that it's showing me that this is when it's going to be in, and then they'll go somewhere else and purchase, and I'll see the post on Facebook.
Yeah. They
told me I was going to be here 3 weeks ago, but now they're telling me it's going to be 15 more weeks. And I'm like, I told you it was going to be 16 from the beginning,
Yeah.
I've still tried to keep that open line of communication with, nothing is instant or quick right now.
Right. Yeah, they can tell you that to get the sale. Like, yeah, it'll be here 3 to 4 weeks. Like, I look at that with sometimes camera gear and electronics and stuff like that. It's like, oh, this will be shipped in 3 to 4 weeks or whatever. And it's like, no, it's not. It's going to be back stock. And you ask these people, is this in stock? Like, I've called and asked, and like, no, it's showing it's in stock on the website, but it's actually not.
Yeah.
So, but that's all over. Like, I was talking and interviewing someone who works in the car industry, and there's like, you drive by these car lots, the chips and all this stuff. It's all over the board.
Mm-hmm. And car parts. And like right now they're buying used cars for more than people paid for their used cars, just because there's no inventory. People need things to be able to sell, obviously. Another thing, ordered a mattress from a total different company. This is the second time I've done it, just because I am the kind of person that I like to try things before I decide that I want to sell it to my customer. And to order from this particular manufacturer, I had to order just a huge amount of mattresses, and it wasn't something that I was ready to do just quite yet. So I'm like, you know what? Bo moved out. We need a mattress for that room. I'm going to order it. We had it takes 4 days to arrive to your house. And of course, then I started getting the emails. There's no clear ETA. We don't know when we're going to have it. But if you buy the more expensive one, we can trade it and do that. But I mean, this was about a 4-week long process. And the mattress just showed up yesterday.
How is it though?
It was too heavy for me to put. I got it on the bed. Lainey and I last night fought it. I couldn't even get it out of the plastic. I told Bo, I said, whenever you come home, you're going to have to get this thing out of the plastic and do it the right way. So.
Yeah. How's Bo adjusting to college life, and what kind of furniture is he rocking? Did he take anything with him?
He took, whenever we moved out, we had hand-me-down stuff we found on a garage sale, or that's back when Craigslist had first come out.
Yeah.
I had a table with 5 different chairs. None of them matched the table or each other.
Yeah.
They saved their money and they bought a sectional for me, and then he took his mattress from home, and we got him just a simple little platform bed, and I think he took his nightstand and his desk. So.
I saw the pictures of his setup. It looks like I imagine he's loving it out there.
He does. He loves it.
But he comes home on the weekend.
Cooking. Yeah, he's coming home this weekend. I think he's actually here. He came home last night, and he went to go stay at a friend's.
Yeah.
He's going to come hang out with him at our house this weekend. It was funny because, he said before he moved out, I will maybe come home at Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm not going to be coming home all the time.
Right.
And 5 days later, who walked in the door.
Did any of his friends go to school there as well?
He has a lot of friends that went to school up there. It's weird because it seems like last year when Lainey graduated, most of her friends, there were 2 different schools that they went to, and they all kind of stayed together. And then this year, all of Bo's friends, they all went to the same area and the same school. So
is that a good thing?
I mean, so far he seems to be doing pretty good. I haven't seen anything too wild happening, but who knows what's really going on. Whatever.
Learning and notes and stuff.
Studying. I'm sure lots and lots of studying.
Oh, for sure. Yes, college is very important in a young person's life if they choose to go that route, and it's a very valuable experience.
Yes.
And lots of notes.
I know. Yes, lots of notes. I know he said, he was like, I had to keep the AC on like 76 or 77 so I can afford my light bill. It's so much hotter here than it is at home. I'm like, yeah. See? The little things.
Yeah.
And I think the sticker shock of going to the grocery store by himself, he'll text me every once in a while and ask me, how do you make this? And then, that ingredient is really expensive. Is there something else that I can use instead? So.
Yeah. He's probably like turning the air off, and that's why he's coming home 5 days. He's like, if I'm gone for like 2 days,
I'll just turn it off.
Turn it off, save some money on that electric bill.
Probably, knowing him.
So I think Galveston College in the mainland, some of these even local, and I'm sure on the universities as well, that a lot of the classes are being offered completely online now. And you said your daughter
she's doing
that
completely online. So she had gone off to school last year, and it wasn't a normal school year. Her in-person classes ended up getting transferred to online.
Yeah.
And then whenever she got ready to register for her second semester, and all of her classes were going to be online, she called and she was like,
why am I out
will
here?
y'all be mad if I decide to come home because I'm just going to be sitting in my dorm the whole time? And I said, well, if we can cancel your housing contract, then absolutely not. And so she looked into it. And of course, they gave us something crazy. Like by the time she canceled it, she had 24 hours to be out. So me and my dad woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and drove up there and loaded all our stuff up.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, I was like, here we go. Okay. And so I think she realized, though, that, hey, if she's going to be doing it online, she can take them at home, be comfortable at home, still keep her job. And so.
Yeah.
But now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I out here?
Yeah. What
just
am
to be
I
closer?
doing? I can't even do anything of the fun things. So.
What about Bo? Is he taking any online classes?
I think that some of his stuff he's probably, knowing that kid would be all online. It was just the thrill of moving out.
Oh, yeah.
Him. He was ready to get out of the house.
Yeah. For me, whenever I first went, I went to Galveston College for a couple years. I went for 3 years. It's a 2-year college, and I didn't finish with anything. That's what I did.
You just kept going.
I was taking credits, and I'm just like, okay, I'm dropping this class, this, right? And online classes weren't a thing yet. During that time, I remember they had some. You had to actually go. But I took 8 a.m., which was a mistake. I was thinking I did this in high school or whatever. Oh, it's easy. Yeah, it's a mistake. And then the other thing, I think I did end up taking an online class, but it was part of it was in class and some of it was online. You had to go in one day a week and some other stuff. So it's really cool to see how things have changed and opened up with technology and giving kids opportunity to still go to school.
I know. Lainey has a project right now, and it's a group project. But since it's all remote, I guess they're all just kind of do their Zoom or whatever and communicate back and forth with each other to do this project. So.
And it works.
It's been working. So.
Yeah. Right now it's 9:23. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. My name is Gardy. I'm talking to Stephanie Kovich with Furniture Zone. They're located in Dickinson, Texas, close to Oaxaca. And a couple of different taco shops there. Taco trucks.
And there's Jenny's Tacos and Taco Locos or whatever. That's my favorite one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So. That's the one at the gas station?
In the Citgo parking lot.
And then there's the other one at the RV park.
I think that one's Jenny's Tacos is across the street. But I guess the Tacos Locos used to be Taco Bash, and they are customers of mine. So there goes the loyalty with the millennials, and they support me, so I support them.
Yeah. That's awesome. You've been to Oaxaca, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
what do you think about Oaxaca?
Y'all brought me tacos there.
Oh, we did,
that
yes.
Day. Yeah, I think I liked them, but y'all brought me something that was barbacoa or maybe
the pastor. The pastor. That's what I like from there. Whenever I go, I get the pastor.
Yeah.
Because barbacoa is usually good, but their pastor is better than their barbacoa. Who has really good barbacoa? Is it Los Ramirez? I like Los Ramirez's barbacoa, and I like that they have menudo all the time. Because lots of places we just have it on the weekend or on Sunday from
I've never
8 a.m.
eaten that.
Really? Why?
Because all the little things that are in it scare me.
So
I'm one of those eaters that
what is
I
this?
have to see. No, if it looks weird, I'm probably not gonna put it in my mouth.
Yeah, the most interesting part is if you make it at home or something, and then you put it in the refrigerator, and it
congeals.
Yeah, it's Jello and all that stuff.
I'll never eat it.
Yeah.
My mom always swears, she's like, I'm not a picky eater. I'll eat anything. But this woman has never eaten a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because the thought of peanut butter and jelly together
really
freak her out.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, so she probably wouldn't like leftover menudo. But then when you scoop it out, you just get a spoon and it's just plops in there. But then you warm it up and it's just perfect.
I'm gonna believe you on that one. I'll let everybody tell me that it's so good.
It is good. It is good. You should go get some.
Maybe one day. I'll bring some in here and I'll try it on air to see how
we mentioned Mary Bass earlier. One time Mary brought the crickets in studio, and I actually saw it was one of those things where it was would you eat this for $100,000? And it was a cricket that was I'd eat that for free. We did it in studio. It's just one of those Facebook things that you see.
I could probably do it, but then the thought of eating a bug. She, whenever I went to Colorado with her, she loves beets, and everywhere we went, she ordered something that had beets. She kept trying to get me to eat it, and I'm like, nope.
But
what?
I'll
believe you that they're so good.
What do beets go on or in? Is it just a side dish?
They would do a pickled or it was always some kind of an appetizer or on the salad menu kind of. And she ordered them almost every place that we went, but I was just
It had to be on purpose.
I'd watch her eat them I believe you that they're good.
I've never really seen beets on a menu. She planned that out. She's Colorado beets, mapping it out. Oh, let's just go here.
Yeah.
Let's go
this
there.
is all this place serves is beets, so you're going to have to eat beets.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Have you talked to Mary recently?
Only in text. I need to call and talk to her. I know she's not been having a good time.
Right, no. Yeah, I've been following her. So yeah, check out Chef Mary Bass and go support her businesses. I know she has Good Dough Kolache
and the La Casina in Galveston.
So it's important to support local businesses, especially local businesses that support the community, and that's what we're finding. Even like I look at right now in Louisiana, they had Hurricane Ida come through, and I think they're still without power over there. But yesterday I had the opportunity to talk to Leonard with the Daily News, and they're teaming up with the Chamber in Galveston, and there's these different drop zones, and Abundant Life is one right now. One of the Lamarck City Councilmen, I think he should be out there about right now, but I think till about 5 p.m. today. So if you have any supplies and you want to drop them off here, you can do that as well, and they're going to be taking them out there to Louisiana to support our neighbors. But that's what they do for us. You think, looking at, I remember whenever we had Harvey, these people from all over, like these hot shot trucks and semis, we give away millions of pounds of supplies and stuff over here. And so now's the chance to return the favor.
We have to pay it forward to them.
And just like we do, I was just thinking about that because the local businesses, they give back, we have to support them in their time of need as well.
Yes, for sure.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share or talk about?
Just, we will have some Labor Day sales this weekend, and if you are in the market for furniture, even if you think that you're not going to need it for 4 or 5 months, I would definitely say
get it now.
come in. The sooner the better. Not only for inventory, but like I mentioned before, the price increases and everything else. I don't think that it's going to be better for probably until the first quarter of 2022, the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately.
I was talking to someone about that the lumber price, and I'm like, well, I don't know. This it is what it is right now. There's no good time to, to predict.
Right.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm just I keep thinking, I'm like, okay, so whenever things neutralize again and they kind of go back to normal, then do we get all of our old pricing and all of the old stuff back? I mean, how do you go backwards from... We have had a couple vendors that with their mattresses, I guess they were able to outsource foam and the parts, and so they did decrease the prices on a few of those. So I'm hoping that all of the vendors follow suit whenever things like that start happening, and we can kind of go back and maintain some sort of normalcy again.
Yeah, usually though, like once your price hits,
then that's
like,
it.
why are they rolling? Why would they roll back? I mean, like with gas prices, it does. Like the stock market does. But they're like, I kind of like charging this much. They give us more profits.
Somebody's gonna pay $90 for that sheet of plywood over there. We'll keep doing it.
Oh man, yeah. Well, it'll get better.
It has to.
Keep trucking.
It has to.
Keep trucking. Thank you for hanging out today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
This is KHEA Radio 99.5.